Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What is it? Why do you do it? Is it hard? What's the progression like? How do you join a gym? Is it scary? Why are fully grown men rolling on the floor? Why is everyone wearing pajamas? These are just some of the questions that people ask when starting BJJ. Well, okay, not the end ones, but, you know, comedy. If you're thinking about starting BJJ and one of these questions has popped up, then sit down, get into something comfortable because this video is for you. My name's Chris, I'm a BJJ paper belt, there it is, look at it go. Oh, sexy. And let's get into the video. Let's get those questions rolling. First things first. So what is it? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a martial arts and combat sport. That's it, that's all you need to know. Would you like to know more? BJJ focuses on getting an opponent to the ground and using leverage technique and dominant position, getting your opponent to tap or submit using a joint lock or a stranglehold, as Danaher loves to say. Who's Danaher? Oh, don't worry, you'll find out. Praise be to Danaher. Therefore, a smaller opponent should be able to defeat a larger opponent if he's applied the techniques correctly. I mean, not me, look at us. Massive. The million-dollar question. Why do BJJ? For me personally, I actually fell in love with BJJ through the UFC. I watched one of their events and went, man, I'd love to learn all of those things. I was interested in martial arts anyways, but I kind of wanted to delve a little bit deeper. I found a local BJJ gym, I started training, I got punched a few times, and then went, I think I prefer the part where I just do the grappling and not getting smashed in the grid. Also, this is already ruined, so if anything else goes, my mum will be furious. Chris, you'll never get a girlfriend! The reason why I do BJJ now is because I get to overcome these obstacles and challenges, which we'll come on to on why it's hard, but it's also the fact that you get comfortable being uncomfortable, and that in itself is just a great life lesson. When should you start? I know people think like, oh, I should get fit before I start Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or maybe I'll wait until, I don't know, until excuse number A wears out. Honestly, the best time to start is now. Just go start signing up. And we'll get into how you do that, don't worry. Is it hard? Now viewer, I could lie to you and say, you know what, Jiu-Jitsu is super easy. You'll do it, you'll be fine. But honestly, it's a bit hard. There is a multitude of information to learn. You have to learn how to apply the correct pressure. You have to learn how each position works from the defensive and offensive side, and then applying the correct technique to get either a sweep or the submission that you're aiming for. You're not going to be able to kind of just read that book and just gain knowledge just every time you come and you're like, sweet, I should have this all down within 2 months. That's probably not going to happen. I kind of hate when people say it, but Jiu-Jitsu is a journey. You're going to have to find how to weave your own path through the bramble, through the brushes. I don't know where this analogy is going, but what I'm trying to say is it is difficult, but when you overcome these mini challenges and mini obstacles that are in your way, it feels so good, especially when you manage to pull it off on the mats. Kind of tied into the last one, but what's the progression like? Well, that's dependent on the person, I suppose. I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu consistently for 6 years and I'm a paper belt. My first year and a bit, I was a blue, and then I spent, I think, 3 years at blue belts, and then I got my purple last year, I think. I don't do maths, okay? But let's say you're training consistently about 3 to 4 times a week. About a year or so, you should be going and progressing onto your blue. This is obviously, again, dependent on the gym, on the person. Do you compete? Competing does definitely help improve your jiu-jitsu drastically, like a rocket up the arse. You will progress quick if you compete, by the way, FYI. You don't have to, but if you do, it'll help. Come on a journey with me and picture this scene. You open the doors into a brand new gym. As you walk in, the only sound is the reverb from your feet pitter-pattering across the floor as you walk towards the mats. On the mats there is like 30 people standing there, all stoic like, just staring at you, waiting for you to get on and greet the master and say, hello, this is my first time, can I have some more please? Like little Oliver? Is it Oliver? Oliver. Oh, it is Oliver. Anyways, are you scared? Does that sound nerve-wracking? It does sound nerve-wracking. Luckily, that literally never happens in Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is a super friendly sport. Every time I go to a new gym, as soon as I walk through the door, it's, oh, hey man, are you new here? My name is so-and-so, nice to meet you. The coach is just over there, he'll be with you in a second. And they come over, they have a little chat with you, and you can feel this kind of, I don't know, community that's built within itself, like a little family. Yes, those first steps of walking into a gym, if it's your first time ever, are going to be nervous, but it's not like old school martial arts where everyone stands there staring at you, and they walk in, they're like, we gotta haze the new meat, fresh meat, boys. That doesn't happen. Everyone's super friendly, and they will assist you and help you to make sure that you get the most out of those sessions. And joining a gym is pretty easy, I would say. Usually your first session is free. Just give your local gym a ring and just say, you're new, I'd like to join. They'll say just come in some phys rig. It'll be probably the foundation class that you'll attend, which means there's new people there, which means you're not the only person. And then you spend a few weeks there getting to grips with the basics, and then you can start rolling. I know we haven't come across rolling, but this actually answers the question of why are fully grown men rolling on the floor. Rolling is just like sparring. So in Muay Thai, you have sparring rounds and you like punch each other. In kickboxing, our sparring consists on the floor and you're kind of like blah, 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 tap. Most gyms will have gi and no gi. They're not pajamas, they're called gis. No gi is kind of, I wouldn't say it's BJJ fully, it's kind of like grappling as a whole, because there's going to be other things in there that aren't related to Jiu-Jitsu. Well, it is, but it isn't. Like, for example, leg locks are kind of more catch wrestling. Anyways, that's a different story. That's a time for a different video. I hope this video helped you. I answered some of those questions that you have, and now you feel ready to step on the tatami and start your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu journey. You won't regret it, I swear. It's great fun, and you'll make some awesome friends in the process. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to leave it a like. If you have any further questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, if you like this face and want to see more of it, consider hitting the subscribe button and ringing the bell to stay notified. Either way, you've all been awesome, have yourself a wonderful day, and I will catch you all next time. Cheers!